Alright, are we live? Are we live, my friends? Oh, it looks like we're live. Alright, sorry about that. I was just typing out a pinned message for the stream chat. I am making my sausage crack for my brother's graduation party. I leave tomorrow. We come back on Saturday. So I'm just letting you guys know. I also made a community post this morning that I'm gonna be out of town for the next few days. So I won't be back until Saturday night. I may or may not be able to do a stream on Saturday night. It kind of depends on when exactly we return. Yeah, it really depends. But we're here with... Oh... Alright, okay. Alright, yeah, looks like we're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and also do a beginning of stream progress check like I usually do with this run. I usually do it at the beginning and the end just to let everyone know where we are at. So, with our friend Sabrina Eldritch Scythe, our necromancer, we are on a quest called The Way of the Wombat. This is quest number 26 out of 83 in Wallaroo, so we are making good progress. However, there are tons and tons of cheats still, including several more cheat solo fights, a double cheat, you know, throughout the rest of this, tons of elites, and lots of big cheats as well, including a quadruple cheat at the end of Wallaroo. It's actually very unique. My brother and I were confused at first, because I was like, you know, can we please go in blind on the first attempt at the final boss? And he's like, alright, I'll do it. Because we usually go into the first battle with cheating bosses blind and try to figure it out. Kind of like how I've treated this run. And we kind of figured it out, and then after the first attempt we looked it up and we're like, oh, this is unique. So, alright. Yeah, well, we are ready. Yeah, stream is set up, we're looking good. I've got the questline guide next to me on my second monitor. Deck is set up. Alright, we gotta go beat up some wombats. We gotta tussle with them to gain their trust, apparently, so... Why exactly I have life pips is beyond me. I should have ice pips, but I'll change that. Because that's the school pip that I need for Wabagog Frenzy. Ew. Wow. They just wanna really mess with me, don't they? I don't have that high damage. Ah, damn. Yeah, not sure how I ended up with life tips. Wow, none of my blade cards? This is weird. This has not happened for a long ass time. Where I've got all my attack cards, but none of my... That's actually funny. That's actually hilarious. Oh, I probably should not have discarded my spear, and I think I did. Ooh. Well, this is a unique fight. This is a different one than normal. Oh, that's a separate? Oh wow, so they also applied a weakness. Jeez, what the heck? These guys really don't like me, do they? They really do not like me. Yeah, they really don't like me. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more prep because of that shield. I don't have to worry about that necessarily. Oh! You know what? That's my spare. I should actually pick up a bunch of those. Yeah, I've been trying to slim down my deck size to make combats faster. General combats, that is. If I have to adjust on the fly for certain fights, then yeah, I'm gonna do it, but... yeah, let's me reshuffle. You know, I could probably shoot now, because I have a spear, but... especially with universal never mind! This may not be enough. Jeez. Weakness has suddenly come back again. Do we need to restart the rage counter? Probably. We will definitely be restarting it if I do another solo run through the game. Jeez. I think I just barely got him. Seems like they had like 4,800. Yeah, barely. Jeez. That's funny. That's actually funny. More! More of them! Alright, let's go. Still gotta switch my pit back. Oh, the life ones have more. Interesting. Ooh, Blaze Storm. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Oh! Seven Whiteheart! Except he's not my buddy this time. Ah, just barely. Well, good to know. Yeah, it is a fixed damage amount, so... good to know. I should actually start doing math, or like writing down some numbers, because it's gonna be the same, because the damage value is the same every time. I used to do that with Ship of Fools, way back when I was using that. My goodness, that brings back memories of Sabrina's earliest endeavors. Yeah, because with the Spellments, I was able to get her the earliest possible AoE for death. Because otherwise you don't get AoE until... what is the next AoE spell for death if it's not Ship of Fools from the Spellments? I'd have to look, actually. I actually have to look at that one. Yeah, Death is one of the schools that does not get AoE early unless you use treasure cards or you go the Spellman's route, which is one of the newer content sources. It's not like totally new now, it's been around for a while, but in perspective to the age of the game, it's pretty new.
fun. Let us prepare for a long journey.
Yeah?
You know, I've been thinking on this Freddy Croaker, the so-called arcane toad that enlisted emu riders from the Pink Shores.
Yeah. Oh, let me turn my camera over here so you guys can see the text from speech.
It's interesting. Like Dundara said, emus are extinct. They died out with the juggernaut crabs and other animals long ago.
Yeah.
So where did Freddy get them? Could it be the Pink Shores are a body of dream water as yet undepleted? Could he be dreaming things into existence?
Probably. Oh, and
No, that's preposterous. Forgive an old man his tangents. Simply talk to the wombat when you're ready to leave. And hold on tight. We have a long ride ahead of us.
Wizard, it is you!
Oh, no!
How?
This
I blocked
stupid
everything.
solo fight. Cheat
Too
solo
much
fight.
the everything. I tried to leave, but I am bound to these worlds.
Damn it. I was like, I knew it was gonna be quick, but I didn't think it was that quick. Okay.
The world synthesizer, it did this. Made me part of the spiral. And now I can't escape. I can't be nothing again.
Hey.
So what am I?
Yo, Haz, what is up? What is up, my dude? Welcome to the party, just in time. We are doing a crazy cheat solo fight. This one actually might be the easiest. Yeah, for the sake of time, I'm looking this up, and I also practically just did it with my brother. I'm just kind of confirming. If Feint or Mass Feint is cast... Well, the damage absorbed does not apply to drain damage. So honestly, I can just do that. Yeah, this one's probably gonna be the easiest. It's not like the other one that was constantly casting, you know, Fire Blaze or whatever at me. So I'm actually gonna temporarily throw in Old Riley's Feint and my gear set's Virulence. So then I can get a good shot. And I'm basically gonna want to try and kill him in one hit because he has health threshold cheats, depending on whether depending on whether he's below 80, 50, or 25% health. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to try and kill him in one shot, if at all possible. Or gear up for as quickly as possible of a second hit. So, based on what I'm seeing here on the cheats list. If you guys are interested in what we're up to, I will go ahead and post the link in the chat for the cheating boss that we are currently up against. Yeah, he's definitely easier than the one we had to do last time. Doing good, just done Red Dead 2? Okay. Yeah, I've had the Red Dead games recommended to me by a couple of people. Yeah, there's been a couple people who have recommended those. Okay, I'm gonna go for balance, so then I can have reshuffle if I need it. Yep. I still have my spear, and I do have a spare. What kind of resistance does he have? 44 to everything, except 74 to ice, but I'm not an ice wizard, so I don't have that issue. So I don't have that problem. But he does now have a 50 shield, so I may end up casting my main spear. What's he doing? Oh, he's got disarm. That's normally a storm spell, so he has an ice version of it. Ew, okay, I need to be careful. I need to get my high level prep out first and then put lower level prep in front of it. Ooh, that changes things a little bit. Yeah, I need to hurry up Yeah, put my Dark Pact blades in the front so then they can protect my other blades behind it. And especially with that brace, yeah, I'm gonna need both spears. I'm gonna do any kind of damage. Any kind of damage whatsoever. Yeah, I gotta protect that spear. Yeah, negative 75 damage charm? Oh, that's the Ice Ifrit. Well, good thing I haven't casted Dark Pact yet. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be important to save until the end. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this Fate. Yeah, he's probably cutting through all of my armor thanks to Catabic Wind. Yeah. But it does not apply to damage, to drain damage, which is what death spells typically are. Yeah, maybe I'll do Virulence at this point. Okay, I've got the one spear. Yeah, I should do the other. I am definitely gonna need both in order to cut through. Because what's my base armor pierce? Like 30, 40 something I think we determined last time, so... Yeah, there's one blade I'm still missing. And that's my normal one. Yeah, I'll see if I can hold off and pick it up. Yeah, thankfully Ice is the least damage dealing school, so I will have an advantage. And Sabrina's pretty bulky, she's got almost 10,000 health. There we go, there it is. Alright, 45 Dark Pact, Virulence, and then shoot. If I live that long, but it looks like I'll be okay. Because I'm not even at... I'm barely down by a quarter, so I should be okay to do this. Well, actually, I should go Virulence, Dark Pact, then shoot, because I want to make sure that that negative 75 is not there. What's he getting rid of? Ah! Of course he got rid of my... Damn. Of course he had to do disarm right when I had my 45 out. Yeah, sad that that one came last, but... Let's see if I can do Dark Pact and then shoot. What? I'm gonna have a negative 75 regardless? Fuck that. Wow. I'm gonna have a negative 75 regardless. Jeez. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be able to kill him in one hit now. It's just not possible. Given the damage output that I need. Fucking A, dude. You had to do that? Of course he had to. He had to disarm my 45 and then slap a negative 75 on me. Total trash. Yeah, this is not gonna do much. Jeez. Yeah, if I didn't have that negative 75, he would have been killed. You know, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go find some Cleanse Charm treasure cards. Specifically for that reason. Because he would have died if I had one. Actually, I have one. But I'm gonna pack an extra. I'm sure I can just find these in the bazaar or something. So I will real quickly refill these potion bottles. Oh, I got 4 minutes to do it. this quick. Yeah, I fully believe that guy can be soloed much more easily than many of the others, but... Because there's like, what, 4 or 5 of those solo fights? There's a bunch. So we're gonna be dealing with that a lot. I've risen. Hey, Shiki, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? Oh my god. I swear I was clicking on the right tiles before! Oh my god. I just need 1,000 points. I don't care how. God, what the hell? That was bad. Then, okay, how about you? If you're able to see the stream link that I just posted in the chat... Doing alright, otherwise, I mean... No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to create a new set. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it in the chat, but I was just doing a Wizard101 level cheat solo fight. And he's kind of being a pain. So, I'm trying to figure out how to mitigate it. Yeah, he literally casted a negative 75 damage charm the turn I was going to attack, so he totally obliterated my spell. He would have died in one shot, more than likely, if it wasn't for that. I'm gonna buy like 5 of these, just to have as a backup for other cheats. Alright, let's go. Let's head back. Yikes. Yeah. I was about to kill him. I had to kill that mofo. And he decides to do that. And he also burned my negative 45 because he has a ice version of the disarm spell, which is normally a storm spell that removes positive charms from your enemies. So I'm kind of having to play my prep in a certain order so then I can mitigate disarm. And he's got a ton of defensive, like ice typically does, so I'm trying to use spears to break through it, but yeah, this is proving to be a big pain. He's gonna be the easiest one to fight out of all of the dream solo fights that we are gonna be facing throughout this run. There's gonna be several of them throughout Wizard101. Jeez, okay. Okay, there's one spear and the spirit blade. I'm gonna try and get those 2 out first, so then I can avoid disarm, or at least mitigate it. Yeah, these fights are gonna hog up my time because I cannot use my brother for backup. These are solo fights, you have to fight them alone. So, I cannot call my brother for backup on this. So if I have to struggle bless for 2 hours, unfortunately, that's gonna have to be what happens here, but hopefully Sabrina will have an easier time because she is a death wizard. And she's got more bulk. Yeah, I'm getting my 45 out first, put the spears in the middle, so then I can deal without the spear, but I cannot deal without my firepower. Yeah, that's gotta come first. Yeah, my main firepower has gotta be protected. Alright, and there's one of the cleanse charms, I'll keep it out. Are you kidding? You asshole! You literally got rid of it as soon as I was gonna try and shield it. My only way around that is to use the Aegis spell, but I cannot then use I cannot use Sharpened Blade on it too. So it's a rock and a hard place kind of decision. What are you doing? Stop using disarm! He's literally getting rid of half of my firepower. He's not even weaknessing me this time. And there's the 75. I can get rid of one of these with Dark Pacts, but I cannot get rid of two, which is why I'm packing the Cleanse Charms as a backup. Yeah, negative 75. That's what Ifrit used to do. It actually used to do a negative 90. But they changed it to a 45 at a later point. Creech kind of trembles. I don't know what it is at this point. Like, we honestly lost track after weakness stopped becoming an issue. I'm gonna have to do this now. Yeah, Dark Pact, Virulence, and probably Shoot. I don't know if I have time to wait for another spear. I may or may not. I'll have to see. Because I'm almost at half health. I kinda need it though because of all the shielding. I've really got to try and kill him in one shot because of his cheats. And there's always a chance if he's going first that you could cast an Ifrit on me anyway. If that happens, it's basically a reset. Wow, he's really shielding hard. I may not have enough damage because he got rid of a big chunk of my firepower with that 45 getting lost. I don't have a weakness this time, but that may not be enough. Nope, it's not enough. He's got 18,000 health. Yeah, now he's gonna be casting negative 80% shields on himself at the beginning of every single round. Yeah, that is a reset, unfortunately, because if he casts a negative 80 death shield, that's it. That's the end of it. I can't do anything else. I'm gonna grab a couple other Death Spear treasure cards. I'm gonna quick hop by the Arcanum and grab some. I usually like to just have them as spares anyway, but... I have like 10 of them. That base, yeah. I really don't want to get stuck here for 2 hours, but... Does he even have the ability to stun me? He does. In the form of freeze, so I can't quite disregard my stun block. Yeah, I can't take the risk. I was honestly surprised to learn that he had disarm. Yeah, I have to play this very carefully if I'm gonna save my power. Although it is partially up to luck as well. That, or I need to start packing more prep in the deck. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to pack an extra feints and like a potent trip. Maybe I need to triple up on the feints. Maybe I gotta change my deck strategy to accommodate disarm. That's probably gonna be my best option, is to just try and accommodate. If I'm gonna try and kill him in one shot. That's probably my best option. Because I may not have enough prep in my deck to account for disarm. That could be part of my issue. I'm starting to think about that a little bit. If I have to reset again, I will add 2 extra feints into the deck, a regular one and a potent one, and use those to help mitigate disarm. Because that's going to add a shit ton of damage. Fuck, I already have that one. Damn it. Shit, okay. That's my fuck up. I already had a buffed one. Oh, he just tried to stun me. Good thing I played my stun block. Well, I guess that 45 can be a spare if I lose one, but it's not what I wanted to do, though. Okay, that's 1 spear. This is spear number 2. Can I get something to cover it? Like, can I get... Because that's going to help get through the defenses. I'm thinking on the fly a lot here, chat, so... I am really thinking on the fly with this fight. It's kind of necessitated. Yeah, especially because I cannot call my brother for backup. Yeah, we had to play this fight differently because of the anti-feint cheat, but Sabrina doesn't really have to worry about that. Because of what school she is. Okay, if I can get this thing out, I will actually have 2 protections against disarm, because technically the life and the myth blade will get targeted first. So that actually buys me a little more time to prepare for this. Yeah, maybe I'll go Virulence first. And then Dark Pact, and then try to shoot. Because I've got a double spear, that's gonna cut through a lot. Combined with my innate armor pierce. This might actually be a success. I think this is what, the 3rd attempt? I think this is the 3rd attempt. Yeah, as long as he doesn't Ice Ifrit me next turn, I might be able to kill him. I might still be okay, even with slight underpower. And if not, hopefully I can follow up quickly enough. This may not be a failure, even if he doesn't die, because Virulence lasts for 6 rounds. So I might be able to mitigate. And I have an extra 45 because of my misclick. So I might still be able to get him quick enough. As long as he doesn't negative randomly cast a death shield on himself. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, mama. Come on. He hasn't got rid of any of my power. And I think I have enough Pierce to cut through the shields. Okay. So he's not quite dead, but I do have, I think, enough power. Except with the... Actually... Oh yeah, he's got a thing. Wait, does he have Guardian Angel active? Oh god, this could be a problem. This could be a big problem. Okay, it's an ice shield. Let's... Yeah, this is gonna be close. Hopefully with Virulence and that trap, that universal trap, I might be able to get him. I have to act now before he throws a negative 75 on me. Still not enough. Can I get him with Wabagong Frenzy? But I need to wait 2 rounds for that, so... Oh, it's gonna be a death shield? Of course it's gonna be a death shield. Well, I'm definitely not gonna kill him. Casts Resuscitate. Oh, he's gonna is he gonna get rid of it? Of course. Yeah, he's gonna revive upon death with 150 HP now. So I'm gonna have to reshuffle regardless. Oh yeah, because of the absorb. That's fucking garbage, dude. Well, I'm not gonna reset because his health is pretty low. His health is low enough that I shouldn't need too much. I've got to kill him the first time first before I can even trigger. Damn it. Yeah, it's not worth it at this point to try and reset, but... with all those shields, I may have a hard time getting through it, so this might end up being a reset anyway. I'm wondering if it would be faster just to reset, but... it might actually be faster to reset. It may. We'll have to find out. Yeah, it might be faster to reset if he's gonna have all that shielding. Yeah, I'd really rather get farther along, but... yeah, honestly, I gotta reset. It's gonna take way too long, especially because he's gonna resuscitate, and then I have to attack him again. So... alright, let's add a couple more feints in there. Let's add Potent Trap. Let's actually go ahead and add the Hex spell. Yeah, this is gonna be my best defense, I think, against Disarm. It's just traps. I could actually just go straight Trap deck. You know, that's an option. Because then I don't have to worry about Disarm at all. You know, that may be a better idea. That might actually be a better idea. Oops. That may actually be a better idea, is just go straight traps. Keep my main adventuring deck the same, but swap to my trap deck that I normally use when I'm fighting Myth or Storm. That could actually be my answer. And then pack or reshuffle, if needed, and a spear. And then just change the deck slightly to add a couple of spears. And then one copy of Dark Pact to get rid. Actually, no. Maybe I can just add the Cleanse Charm treasure cards. Hopefully I won't need more than 2, but... yeah, and then I'll use those to get rid of any negatives. And if time allows, I'll grab... the Death Blade. Can you hear the gears turning? Yeah, I'm really thinking about this, like... I am really thinking about this, because... I don't really have a lot of options. Or I could go Scion of Death, because that's my highest damage, but I have to be at less than 1/3 for it to double, and I don't really want to wait that long, so... Oh, actually, I don't have any... I forgot to grab a Mana Wisp. Let's try this. This might actually work better. If I don't have time for the spear, I may have to skip it, but I'm hoping I won't have to do that. Now let's try this tactic. This is a lot of stuff that you have to think about, chat, at this level in the game when you're in the last, like, third. You have to think about these kind of tactics a lot when the enemy starts to cheat pretty massively. You really have to think hard about this kind of stuff. Whether you're playing solo or whether you're playing in groups. Like, me and my brother have to strategize about this all the time. When we're fighting against big cheating bosses. Yeah, if I can get all 3 feints out right away, that would actually be good. Yeah, then maybe go double spear and then use my Death Blade as the shield. And I don't think I can Aegis the spear, which is unfortunate. I've never actually tried it, but I might be able to do that. Because then I would protect it against Disarm once. And I didn't have my stun block, but it's fine, but... yeah. That would be all of my feints active, but I'll have to wait until next turn, unfortunately. I mean, if I happen to get to be under 1/3 and I don't have a negative 75, I know I will kill him in one shot, and that's guaranteed. Oh, Celestial Intervention. Ew, I don't like that. Well, he is sacrificing the shields for healing. Not like that really matters, still using Death Drain, but... yeah, all 3 feints out first. Yeah, that'll put me in a really solid position, especially if I don't have Spear. Because for perspective, chat, that's 2 70s. They count separately, because one of them is from my pet, and one of them is normal, and one of them is enhanced at 80. So 70 plus 70 plus 80. What is that? 220. That is 220% damage before anything else is taken into account. That is massive. That is a huge advantage that Sabrina has over if I ever do a storm run. It's a huge advantage that she will have, that she has. My Storm Wizard would not have the same luxury. I would have one less. Unless I gave him a Clamoring Gulcher pet or something, but there are better pets available for the Solo Storm. Alright, that's the 30 death trip. This is going to be the 30 hex. I'm trying to keep track of what I've done so that I don't double up. I feel smart. Yeah, this run has taught me a lot. Oh, is this the Ice Walrus spell? I think it is. No? What was that? Oh, that was Climaclism. That's the, what am I thinking of? That's the Mirage spell. That's the one where... That's the Mirage, dividing damage spell. Ooh, okay. Climaclism. That's a cool animation, actually. Alright, if I can get my spears out... Yeah, I really don't want to be stuck on this fight. Great! Of course, as soon as I cast a spear, he's like, oh no, I gotta disarm you. I already have a regular death trap, though, so I don't want to do that. I'll do my stun block. Because then I'll be pretty well insulated from stun. Funk Nova Funk! Yeah. So I'd like to have at least one spear to try and cut through the resistance, because he's got the shield and innate resist as well, so I gotta account for that, even despite having a 220% boost. Along with the other traps, I actually don't know the total bonus. There's the other one. Yeah, I may have to shoot earlier, but... Are you serious? It's not even a cheat to cast Disarm. It's like he instantly knows. That is bullshit, honestly, but... This is just bullshit at this point. Noted, this fight has to be exclusively traps in order for this to work. Note to self. Alright, I've got one more shot with the spear. I'm gonna have to shoot regardless, but... Let's see if he disarms me. I hope not. He didn't. But he's probably casting Brace. He did. Okay, well, let's see if it works, I guess. Scion of Death. It's my highest single target spell that I got, so... At least that's a lifesteal. Winged Sorrow technically does more, so maybe I should be using that, but... Hopefully this will be enough. If this isn't enough, I'm going to kill my computer. Good freaking grief. Die, you freaking asshole. Making me think too much.
You brought soil from Novus, from me. Is that how we're meeting in this dreaming? Does everyone carry around their own stream of unreality? And what are my dreams, my unrealized reals?
I want to be something. I want to be good. I want to belong. I want to belong everywhere.
And now I am everywhere. And I am unwanted.
Ah! Ugh.
Are you okay, Wizard? I think you nodded off. We've arrived in the Wobbegong territory. Once, this territory was the basin of the Green Lake, where walkers would drink to prepare themselves for the dreaming. Now it is home to more wretched creatures, like the Wobbegong shark, which learned to live on land when the dreaming was depleted. But there are still homesteads about, owned by the rough-hewn few who can master this region. Likely our Ned Colley has scampered off to one of these holdings, but which one is difficult to say. You should explore, see what you can find. Surely some trail of the bandit must remain. I will make camp.
You think you can scuff my uniform and get away with it? You fishes got another thing coming.
Alright, much easier by comparison. Oh, and there's actually a silly boss in this area. He's a side quest boss. We don't have access to him yet because we have to get to a certain spot. But once we do, chat, we are gonna have some fun. We're gonna goof off a little bit and we're gonna reminisce, I'll say that. That's my hint. We're gonna be reminiscing about something. Yeah, we've got quite a ways though. We may not get there for another couple weeks, especially because we've got we've got another of those solo cheats that we're gonna have to do. Another one of those major, they call them, yeah, cheat solo, minor cheat solo. Those are not minor cheats, those are big cheats. Those are not minor cheats. Was the update awesome? Yeah, unfortunately I cannot indulge with you. It is unfortunate, but I cannot because I will be leaving to go see my little brother graduate college. Although, I may be able to play it in the car, because I do have Frostpunk 2 downloaded onto my laptop, so I may actually be able to play it if I can download the update before my parents pick me up. If I get up a little bit earlier so then I can download it. Join us. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna need something to do in the car, so... because it's gonna be like a 4-hour drive. gonna be a significant trip. It's like, join us. It's like the cult. Join us. The Frost demanded. Yeah, I played it a couple days ago trying to get back into it, and I lost my momentum. I lost my juice. I need to get back to the strategies that I had. Maybe I need to bump it back down to citizen difficulty until I figure it out. Again. Because I was playing on officer back when I was playing more regularly because I had figured out the strategy. But now I can't remember what it is, so I may have to temporarily bump the difficulty back down until that happens. Plus, it'll help me to play on the lower difficulties to explore the new mechanics and kind of give me time to look at it, so it's not a bad thing, I suppose. To bump it back down. Yeah, one blade is not enough anymore for the vast majority of these fights. I'm gonna start playing two more regularly. As much as it hurts my pride, I may need to do the same. Haven't played in a while and I just lost it. There's no shame in playing on the lower difficulties to learn how to play something. No shame at all.
A tourist! Here! I didn't need the help. Well, let's quit John right in their path. Come over here. So what brings a tourist out this far? You looking for the resort? Well, it ain't my job to give directions. I'm here to protect ranches from emus. Ned's Collie kidnapped a judge, and he's here. Well, call me the dingo that caught the car. I think I can help you after all. I know exactly where the old Collie ranch is. I just helped fortify it against the emu riders as they came through. Normally, I'd say leave it to me, but you can handle yourself, and I may need backup if Ned's this desperate. So hop to.
I see. I grab. There is shame. It's either the hard way or no way. Shiki, it's okay. It's okay, Shiki. Relax.
Crikey. It's a judge. Be cool, act natural.
Oh no, Judge. There seems to be some problem with the gate there. It don't want to open.
I installed this blasted gate, you hairballs. Now let me in the name of the law, which is me.
Would love to, really. But the gate doesn't seem to respect the laws of nature or man. Afraid it's staying closed.
We ain't busting through that gate. It's stronger than it looks. But I know for a fact they're herding wombats back there. I found a tunnel over that way. If it goes the direction we want it to, and we make a large enough noise, we ought to startle enough wombats to crash right through the gate and muss up those dingoes' day.
No! Shiki, the angry face. You're funny. You are funny, Shiki. You are so funny.
Got ourselves a good news, bad news situation. Good news is the tunnel goes under the ranch. Bad news is Fawn Devils dug it. Nasty little things. Skin made of spikes and souls made of spikes. You hold them off while I startle those wombats.
It's okay, Shiki. You can play on the lower difficulties to regain your momentum. And then you can go right back to the pain that is the higher difficulties. No! Shiki. You are funny. Yeah, depending on what time we get back on Saturday night, I might be able to do a live stream. You are funny. Ooh, what? Manbone? Oh no, that's Steel Pip. Oh, so that could have been either. It's gonna hurt me more doing that than playing on the harder difficulties. Cheeky, what? Why? I'm kind of doing the same thing with Titanfall. You know, Breezy asked me the other day, a couple days ago, within the last day or two, like, what are you gonna do after you hit sub 90? Are you gonna keep doing runs till you hit a plateau? And I'm like, well, I've thought about going back to my master run endeavors. Actually, I haven't run master since the end of January because I dated all my runs. I'm willing to bet that even despite the differences of master difficulty, I could probably shave off a ton of time from my PB based on what I've learned and practiced since I last ran Master.
Blimey! The wombats are restless! Someone rein them in!
That got 'em! Let's go check on that gate.
My heart. Shiki, it's okay. It's okay, Shiki. You know, shoulder pat. Pat on the shoulder. Figurative, because I'm not sitting next to you. We are states apart.
So much for that gate defying the laws of nature, or at least the law of me. Now, where is Ned Colley?
Ned? Who now? Ain't never heard of no Ned Colley.
Don't spit in my face and call it Dreamwater. This is Colley Ranch. Did you really think I'd fall for that? Do I look like my name is Luke?
No, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Look, Judge, we're just simple ranching folk. Ain't no bandits here.
You ain't getting me, Judge! You want me hostages? You give me my deal!
Crud!
Another gate. Magically sealed. But those mounted wombat cannons could blast right through it. Grab some.
So you've only died once to Belloc. Oh, hey, Blep Clips, welcome in. So the situation with that is, that was just where our first storyline death happened, because I was curious, you know, where is the first time that Sabrina will die in the main story? And that was just when it happened. So I've kind of just left it in there for fun. I have had plenty of deaths since then. They've mostly been in the last several worlds or so, especially because of cheats, but that was just where the first one was. I was honestly surprised that I made it that far without a single death. It really surprised me. So, even being the deaf school, I was honestly surprised. I like this music. Yeah, I gotta smack them. Smack. Still got him. Nice. Oh, I got one of the cannons? It's literally sitting on their back. How am I not collecting every time? That's kind of silly. Okay. I was impressed if that was the only death. Still takes a lot to get their death list. It does. No matter what school you are. Like, no matter what you are, it's hard to get that far without a single death. And that was with going into cheating fights blind as well. But as soon as I got to Belloc and I saw that first raw, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be my first death. My first storyline death. This is where it's gonna be. To this bastard. No, I have had plenty since then. Don't worry. Because cheats suck. What level are you currently? I am maxed out. I maxed out in, like, partway through Novus. Yeah. Oh, rat spin. I like the animation for that one. Yeah, and I also, I'm not sure if you saw the description, but I do also have a, this is a solo run, like, I want to say 99.5%. It's not a total solo run. There's, like, been a handful of places that I've needed to call for backup, but the vast, vast, vast majority I have been able to solo. Sometimes with difficulty, but it can be done. And there are other places that I am sure I could solo if I had better luck. Some of it is RNG dependent. Especially with cheats. In those cases, in those slim cases, I have a provision that I can call in my younger brother's account for backup. On my laptop that I've got sitting on the floor. And the reason I have that is so that we're not spending 2 hours stuck in one place. That's the reason that provision is there. Super respectful, sounds like a fun challenge. Yeah, it's been really interesting going through this journey. Even from the start, like, it was really cool getting to see the game from a solo player's perspective. I don't think I could solo on fire. You could. It's gonna be harder, though. It is gonna be more difficult. Because fire is one of the 2 glass cannons. So you probably would have trouble. I have considered and have been asked about another solo run, and it has been discussed to be Storm. That's going to be a lot harder because Storm is the epitome of a glass cannon. So I'm going to have to do a lot more preparatory work than I did for Sabrina's run. I basically just got Sabrina a triple-double with an accuracy jewel, and that was it.
Not bad, Wizard.
And so that was that one. But now she's got an actual triple-double, because the other one was kind of a half-assed triple-double with an accuracy boost. But yeah, for a Storm run, I figured I'm gonna need at least 3 or 4 pets, 1 triple-double, 1 straight damage, 1 straight accuracy, and 1 with all healing traits. That's gonna be a big pain, trying to get 4 pets. It's gonna take a lot of time. And I'm probably gonna want gear sets available through level 56, through the Winter Tusk set, before the run even starts. Because I will need a boost, and a significant one, as early as possible. So I want to have all the gear lined up and ready to go before the run even starts. If I'm gonna end up doing one. Well, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work. A lot more.
Now, hand me that cannon.
I've started working on a triple-double. And I've got one, but I'm trying to make it into a hamster.
This should
because it
be
gives a
fun.
sharpened blade.
Blimey, what are you doing?
Passing judgment. After you, Wizard.
Good golly, Ned Cully. Oh, there's a cheat. Yay, cheat! Ice Wizard Supremacy. Yeah, I've thought about doing an Ice and Life
So you
run,
made your
a co-op
stand with
run.
the judges, eh, kid? Should have figured, seeing as you saved our city, you know. Of course, no one bothered to save me place when the emu riders stampeded through, did they? Oh no. As usual, we stood alone.
Baloney! I was deployed specifically to defend this place against the emu incursion.
Were you now? One judge against a horde. One that showed up long after they stormed through? You can't trust judges, Wizard.
What?
They'd just as soon punch you as praise you if it suited their ends. And what might those ends be, huh? But have it your way. Come and get me!
If you can get through us, that is.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that hard, but... Yeah, for the longest run, Blep, we actually had this run on pause. Because my brother and I had not played through Wallaroo yet, and Sabrina had just breached it. So we just restarted it a week ago. But otherwise, I've got a whole playlist on the channel of all of the stuff that we've done. Throughout, and I've documented the entire run. From start to finish, from start through now. And we did a couple of fun streams mixed in there too, like we did a couple of dungeon party streams, we did a bunch of the special dungeons and stuff, so we did a couple of diversions for cool stuff like that. But otherwise, we've just been chilling. Yeah, the Storm School run is probably gonna have some different rules. Not terribly different from this run, but, they're probably going to be pretty similar for the most part. Except I will probably have to add a provision that lets me look up the cheats ahead of time, because Storm is the glass cannon. I don't want to die, so but that's only going to be a problem starting at the end of World 6, which is Celestia. So, Admiral, yo, Admiral, what is up? What is up, my dude? Welcome to the party. Yeah, we've got 2 mob fights and then a cheater. And then just a couple of quests with talking. Oh, okay. I just got a message from somebody. I'm just existing. No, you're not just existing. Admiral, you've got a very important job.
Cripes! They got through us!
I'm all out of mana! Now what?
Run, you Ned! Run!
Let's go, wizard!
More dingo guards! Fun.
Great! A judge and the wizard, they say, defeated a storm titan. What chance have we got?
We've got righteousness on our side!
No, we don't. I saw you literally steal candy from a baby.
That baby didn't need any more candy.
Oi, we are very much about to be thrashed here.
Oh, that was an immediate shadow. That doesn't happen too often. Oh yeah, I probably gotta get up. I'll do it after we get to the next combat zone. I gotta go stir the sausage crack and dip in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm making my sausage crack dip for my brother's graduation party. Brother's graduating college, so I will be out of town for the next few days. Yeah, I'll just be gaming. You must tell me what this sausage crack exactly is. Oh, I've never showed it to you, Admiral? Well, when I get up, I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it in the Discord. Basically, I'll put the recipe in chat. There you go. Unfortunate to go now. Oh no! Bye, Shiki! Maybe I'll see you when we're talking about the Frostpunk update tomorrow. Huh? 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 I actually didn't realize that they had a closed beta playtest or something, or like a beta playtest of those new features. If I'd have known that, I would have been on for it. But yeah, basically, Admiral, it's 2 pounds of pork sausage of your choice, mild, medium, hot, Italian, whatever. You can use whatever kind you want. Oh, did my camera? My camera's fucked up. Alright, hold on. Let me fix that. Something get bumped? Probably. Hold on. My webcam is frozen. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now we're back in business.
You know, it's your negative attitude that made us lose.
Not necessarily.
Negative attitude. This wizard invented 2 worlds and then beat up everyone on them, I heard. Also, there's a judge here and she too is very tough and merciful and funny and nice. We'll just wait by the house.
You do that.
And now we've got a cheat. And of course, it's Ned Cully. It's a 4-on-1.
Must say, wizard, I'm disappointed. Thought you being a fugitive from the spiral and all, you'd see our side of things.
You have no side. You're just a thief and a scoundrel. You abducted judges, held tourists for ransom. You are a criminal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Kill you! It's a 4v1. This is gonna be fun. And he cheats, and I don't know how initially, so we're gonna find out what kind of cheats he's got. Very interesting recipe, nice and simple. Might have to give it a try. I would recommend it. I recommend it, Admiral. Do it. It's very good. And you know why it gets the name crack, right? Because you want to keep going back for more of it. And make sure you have some nice chips. Does this game have some form of nukes? No, unfortunately. Unless you're talking about the Storm School and their ridiculously high damage output. That's about
I'll
it.
take that.
Oh, he steals it. Fuck. Okay, looks like this is gonna be a trap-heavy fight. I might still be able to use the Spirit Blade, though. I want to get his guards out first. Yeah, I think he's anti-blade pretty much. Sedge. Yeah, unfortunately there's no real nuke. Oh, Nautilus Unleashed. Nukes. Yeah. Yeah, sadly the only real nuke in this game is the Storm School, and they deal a shit ton of damage. That's about it. It's just... Yeah, this is gonna be trap heavy. I may reset and set up my trap deck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just anti-blade mainly. Yeah, I might still be able to use Spirit Blade and Dark Pact, and that's about it. Because he only takes the first one. Yeah, I want to get his minions knocked out, but... Basically, he's anti-blade, anti-shield, and anti-heal over time. That's basically his premise. So he's not a terrible cheater, but he definitely is not somebody to scoff at either. I just put his page in the chat. Yeah, he's not the worst cheater. He's a good cheater. He's a pretty good cheater. Not being able to cast blades, shields, or heal over time. That's a pretty good thing to have to work around. Can you tell me how to make him prepared to crack? Well, basically, you just cook the pork sausage, right? Drain it. You know, drain the fat. And then put it in a crock pot, or a slow cooker of your choice, whatever you have. And then just add the cream cheese and tomatoes and chilies to it, and then stir that mixture until it gets creamy.
I'll take that.
That's really all you gotta do with it. That's it. It's really that simple. Yeah, it's that easy. Yeah, otherwise this is just gonna be a bunch of straight hits. Oh, it is simple. Right. You really don't have to do anything crazy with it, and then scoop it out with the chips of your choice. Yeah, it's the easiest dip recipe ever. And you can adjust the pork sausage to your party. Like, if your party likes spicy, you can make both pounds of sausage hot sausage if you want. If you want a more mild kind, you can do that. Or you can make like a medium mix like I do. And do 1 pound of regular and 1 pound of hot. That kind of makes it a medium heat. So, yeah, you can mix and match as much as you want. I've done all manner of combinations. Except double hot, because most of us don't like that spicy. Most of the people in my group. Excuse me. Yeah, if I have to reset, I'll switch to my trap deck. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. I know he's gonna steal one. But that's fine, because then I can knock out his minions. He uses my own blade against me. At least it's on a really weak spell. Yeah, next turn for sure.
I'll take that.
Yeah, he's gonna steal one of them, but should be able to get a good hit off on the dingo guards. Oh wait, do I not have a reshuffle in my treasure deck? Did I use it and not replace it? Ooh, this could be a problem. I think you have to reset anyway. Because I'm not gonna have enough damage with 3 spells with little power. Yeah, I just realized that I may not actually have it. Yeah, so I may have to flee and return anyway. Yeah, I'm literally... Yeah, if I'm gonna reshuffle, I can't just keep smacking him. So... Yeah, I could hack Aegis with the spear, so then I can protect it at least, but... Yeah, those other 3 are down, but... Yeah, I can't do 11,000 damage with 2 straight hit spells. That is not possible. I'll just have to do... Yeah, I know that one is gonna be... Yeah, I could do the spear if I take an Aegis with me. Which I think I would like, because there's gonna be a lot going on, so. Well, real quickly, I'm gonna go stir the sausage crack. I'll get back into position, and I'll have myself spinning. But I'm gonna go stir the sausage crack in the kitchen, and quick run to the bathroom as well. Oh, he actually didn't respawn with his minions. Normally most bosses will. This is interesting. Yeah, there are no minions over there. Well, I basically got free reign over him then. Alright, well I'm going to start spinning. I got home-raised beef sausage. Maybe I'll try pork first, then beef. I would strongly recommend pork. Actually, Admiral, I haven't tried it with beef sausage. You'd have to tell me how that goes if you do that, but I would strongly recommend pork, though. Alright, I will be back in a few minutes here, chat. Pardon me a moment. Admiral, Ellie. It's like you and V especially, but... Oh my goodness. Admiral, what am I gonna do with you, man? Alright, let's go. Let's go beat him up. Admiral, what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you? Son of a bitch! But I have a solution to that. Spear plus Aegis. Yeah, indemnity is the opposite for negatives, so I for feint or tread. In the words of someone wise, love me, keep me, never leave me. Well, that's the words of Garfield, not me. I love that cat face, though.
I'll take that.
Mine! And that's how Aegis works. Oh, why is Kitty? Yeah, my grandmother had the VHS tape for Garfield. She had the OG. I gotta start applying these traps so then I can start trying to cut through the defenses. It's gonna be tough considering he's deaf, but he may not actually have a resistance to me because he is also part life. 67% to death? And he's got a negative 50 shield? That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to cut through. I might have even needed a spirit spear. We'll have to see if I need one, but hopefully the answer to that question will be no. Hopefully I'll just have enough damage to nuke him. Otherwise I have to reshuffle, I guess I will, but... which I very well may. Yeah, maybe I'll have enough damage to just nuke him. Nuke him into submission. Yeah, otherwise I might need to reset and throw in a Spirit Spear and Aegis. Although actually, because the Death Spear is last, I may not need it for the Spirit Spear. Yeah, I can't use a treasure card spear because I cannot Aegis protect that, so that's unfortunately not an option. Oh, I've got an extra epic. Yeah, this is... well, actually, he got rid of his own shield because of the ghoul. So he actually got rid of his own shield. Still gonna be a lot to cut through, though. I think I may just have enough spear to cut through it, though. Like, combined with my innate armor pierce. I may actually have enough. Have I put a pic of our cat Poppy in the DC? I don't think so. I don't think you have. Cat Poppy. Cute. Pet kitty Poppy? I don't think so. You'll have to post one. Alright, let's get that virulence out for that extra damage. Let's see if we can nuke him into submission. Otherwise, I've got a reshuffle in my hand ready to go. Orange and morbidly obese. Oh goodness. Aw, crit block! Still 51,000 damage. Suits me! Yay! Gross overkill.
Oh, you got me, wizard. You got me. I'm seeing stars and birdies and a great warm, angry light. It's over.
Okay, yeah, I'm just fixing up. Making sure we're good.
Over here!
What? Who are... Wait a tick. Crikey, he's bounded off. Well, little miss, you're gonna run away too. After them, wizard.
Alright, let us continue. Yeah, that just required a slight adjustment.
No sign of either of the bogans. This is a bad day for Judge We've been after Ned Colley for years, Wizard. Ever since he took a township hostage and made off with their bank. The whole building. He and his kin are a danger to Woolaroo. They raid towns and steal anything that isn't nailed down. And we just let them lurk out here, without ambition or dreams, wasting this land, wasting their lives. And Colley is the worst of them all. Interrogate his posse of pests to find out where he went. I'll look around and see if I can't find some clue about his hostage.
Yeah, I need that Dreamstone for crafting the Wallaroo gear. I've got enough, but if I'm gonna make any for Sabrina or any future wizards, I will need more.
Oh, Wizard! Never did thank you for saving us from those emu riders. Though you did also fight us in that bank while we were making a withdrawal. So I guess, thanks, but also die. And no, I don't know where Ned went. Wouldn't say if I did, he's the only one looking out for us round here. Wombat milk, 50 gold. No Ned Colley's here. You chased them off, remember? Just wombat milk, 50 gold. Look, our family's been working this land for generations, raising wombats for milk. We don't have time for every judge with a grudge, so I'll tell you what I always tell them. Wombat milk, 50 gold. You'll never find Ned or Matty. They're clever, like foxes they are. Probably a holdover from the old Mollybone days. I've got hidey holes all over the territory. They'll just wait you out and return when you leave. Then business continues and nothing.
Nothing. There's no trace of Judge Hopner anywhere. And the henchmen aren't talking? Well, if Ned ran, he'd be out in the Wobbegong. You have a friend camping out there? It's a long shot, but see if he's spotted Ned. I'll clean up here.
Ah, Wizard. Is our business here concluded? Shall we continue on? Our next stop should be the eucalyptus forest. Oh, Mr. Colley eluded us again. No, I didn't see him pass. We could try another locust spell, if you have any of his belongings. Oh, wait! There are many drovers about these parts. I've been talking with them. True live-off-the-land sorts. They might be able to help you. Indeed, we will need their aid anyway to reach the dreaming. So perhaps our hunt for Ned Colley can foster an acquaintanceship. The drovers I saw entered a cave just over there. Maybe you can catch up with them.
Yay! More crap.
Who do we have here, then?
A tourist come looking for dream water, I expect. You won't find any here. You won't find any anywhere. Your lot bought it all.
Wait, you say you came from the Colley Ranch? You cheeky little rascal. What did you do with her then? Where's the woman Ned Colley kidnapped?
Silent treatment, eh? That's a sign of guilt. We'll get the truth out of you.
We'll raise the Collie Ranch to the ground if we don't get our people back. Right, Veg?
Huh? Wait. Wizard? Let me handle this one, guys. I'll get back to you. Come on. You got someplace we can talk? A camp with a Drommel, huh? I'll meet you there. Wizard, long time. Haven't seen you since you pulled me out of that cavity on Caramel. How'd that turn out? You made friends with the creature inside? Huh. No, I'm not mad at it. It was new. Different. My time there gave me some things to think about. I thought the old one was right. The first world was forever separated into the spiral. But then I got this new magic. It merged the schools. Copycat and Quake Charmer freaked out, but I got to wondering. If magic could be merged, could the worlds that are soaked in it? Was the old one wrong?
I assure you, my friend, the old one was seldom right about anything.
Yeah? Who are you again?
Merely an old traveler, of no great import.
Huh. Anyway, I came home to sort myself out, fell in with drovers. Then Ned Colley captured one of theirs and...
Ned Colley captured a drover and a judge? He just wants everyone to hate him.
Yeah, well, drivers get dibs because I found Ned first. I was narrowing down his location when you came in. Let's go get him.
How do you like me now, wizard? Ain't no spell gonna break this armor. It's made of ground-up dispel charms. And trucks, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me hostages. Not until your judge buddies and the drovers both get me what I want. Now beat it!
If Ned's telling the truth, your magic won't work on his armor. But I have a solution. The only solution I know. Vegetation. It's simple, wizard. We're going to supercharge your magic so much that it punches right through Ned's dispelling armor. For that, we need warrigal greens. It's basically spinach. Grows all around here. Just pick some and bring it back. You'll also need to fight some bunyips. Their eyes shoot poison and their drool melts steel. That drool is what we need. Let the horseradish be with you, you know?
Yips! This is the base for Bunyip's Rage. The Storm Wallaroo spell is these creatures. And the Wobbegong Sharks that we fought earlier are the basis for Wobbegong Frenzy, the death spell. Yay. I am stunned. Wow. Don't tell me this is gonna be another one of those battles where I'm gonna get stun locked. Like your vulture, Shiv. Yeah, he's got a machete in his claws, in his talons, so he, yeah, it's a very big Shiv. It's a machete, basically. My little friend. Maybe this will be the only fight? I think I only need 2. Cool. Was the only one.
Hey, you got the wild plants and the saliva of monsters. Now for the hard part. A single drop of water. Specifically, water from the dreaming. Normally, I'd say we just go to the eucalyptus forest and ask the drovers there. But by the time we navigate all those politics, Ned's armor will just rust away. So, we'll try to find a trace of the Green Lake. That's what that greenish crater used to be. There might be the tiniest of remnants left underground in the bunyip warrens. Don't worry, it's night. The bunyips have come out to feed on the souls of joeys that don't eat their veggies. Oh, so I've been told. The warren should be empty at any rate.
Looks like a group of 4 just went in there. There's other people around. But this is a solo run, so I'm keeping it to myself.
Be very, very quiet. We are hunting wizards.
Why are you talking like that?
It's quieter.
No, it ain't. Look, the wizard's right there, doggone it. They heard you a mile off.
Oh, then let's get 'em.
Nah, I'm just gonna whoop your ass. Give him a whooping. Literally, I'm about to do my stun block and... Wow. Another one of those like games where hopefully I don't get stun locked. Queen Calypso. Ouch. You lived by a smidge, you little asshole. Well, I can take care of that. This is why, chat, you pack multiple hits in your deck, so that when this kind of stuff happens, you can mitigate it much more easily and much more quickly.
Nation! This is the worst contract ever! Why did we think we could take down a wizard that defeated the Arachna Queen?
Because we serve one greater. Thwarter of the Dark Empire, defeater of the Turtle King, gatherer of sunshine, avoider of all colors of shell, prince... What? Yes, this is still about Novus. You made some powerful people feel weak, wizard, and there is no wrath more terrible than that of the insecure.
Huntsman spiders. Harmless, really. Let's go.
This is the double cheat.
I'm not all here. Need more water, maybe?
Freddy?
Oh, hey, Judge. Find yourself yet?
Working on it.
I found myself. Right here. The dreamer speaks to me, you know. Gives me its power, its mastery, its will.
Uh-huh.
Let us show you what we can create.
Oh boy, I didn't realize this was the double cheat. Yet, I already know the Arcane Toads cheat. This is gonna be a pain. I'm probably just gonna need backup for this one. Yep, Nightmare Prone, Stun Shield. Yeah, this is a pain. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my laptop booted. Yeah, this is gonna be a freaking pain. This is kind of gonna be my trap deck. Yeah, I don't need my spear because I have enough pierce to get through it alone. What is my armor pierce, actually? 38%. Yeah, this is... And we actually fight this combination more than once throughout this run. We actually fight this at least twice, so this is gonna be difficult. Yeah, I've gotta kill the star version first. Because otherwise we're gonna get Living Nightmare negative effects. So I think what I'll do... Actually, I may not need my trap deck specifically, but I do need a powerful single target hit. Which Scion of Death fits that bill very nicely. Yeah, especially with the Nightmare. The Nightmare Prone Stun Shield, that was really a pain when I was fighting him the first time. So, yeah, I'm just getting my thing booted. I'm getting my laptop booted. And I'm thinking about how I want to pursue this. Yeah, probably just go for Scion of Death and have Scarecrow as a backup. But yeah, I did try fighting the Arcane Toad solo before. I almost got him, but because he kept casting Shift Grey Wolf and giving me negative 40% damage charms that I could not get rid of because he was casting it every single turn when it's supposed to be random, he survived with like 200 HP, and I could not reshuffle and deal another attack fast enough, so... This is one of those where I think I will call for backup right away because I've already tried fighting this boss previously and not had success. And it's almost loaded. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer on my laptop. You know, it's a little bit slower, but it's handy though. Speaking of, I gotta charge this thing tonight before I go to bed, because my parents are gonna be picking me up in the morning to take me up to see my brother graduate. I may have to do that first fight again if this isn't a one that I can teleport straight into, but that's like nothing. So, if that is the case. Yeah, I think my deck can stay normal, it's just dealing with the Nightmare Prone cheats. Alright, well now it's booted. Now I gotta set up my brother's deck. What am I gonna give him? He's a Storm Wizard, by the way. He's a Storm main. Yep, that's Ryan Darkhammer. You guys may have seen that notification in the upper left. That's him. So I gotta put his combat gear on and figure out what else I'm gonna do. Hey Nova. Hey Firehawk, how you doing? Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a couple of sprites. If he puts the Nightmare Prone on my brother, that's not an issue. It's really if it goes on Sabrina. I'm gonna try and keep Sabrina the aggressor as much as possible. And that's another rule, kind of, with rule number 1 that I have. If I'm gonna do that, then I need 4 charms. Well, I could easily achieve that with an elemental, actually. Okay, that works. Yeah, get as much accuracy out as possible. Alright, let's see if I can teleport straight in. No. I really think that's dumb how you can't teleport into these dungeons. So I will have to back up slightly and we will have to do that first fight twice, but honestly, that's like nothing. It's fine. Because it's just a mob, so I'm not too worried. Alright, let's bring in my brother's wizard. And I think I've got my brother's deck set up. I've got a couple of sprites in there. for healing. Got a couple of blades, and then I'm gonna plan on doing Scion of Storm. I'm gonna throw in a spear just because my brother's armor pierce is not that good. I keep bugging him about it, and he hasn't bothered to ramp it up. When I keep telling him how important it is, and yeah, we've already seen the dialogue for this, so we can just skip. Yeah, my brother can basically just be passing for this part. So yeah, sorry for having to repeat a fight twice, but... But I think I figured it out. Go ahead and shoot this turn. As long as I don't get stunned by something. Getting you. We're just chilling. I've got my brother here for backup because that boss that is ahead of us I cannot kill. I have tried previously. This is actually not the first encounter we've had with him. That's catching the day. Yeah, my brother's given me full permission to borrow his account for this kind of thing. Just to make a blanket statement. Full written permission to use it. I've got Discord messages as written evidence, if necessary. I've already seen the dialogue for this, so I'm just gonna skip over it. Alright, so now I'll have my brother tail me into this next zone.
This?
Yeah, we've already seen that. Alright, so let's go for it. Now I've got my brother for backup, so I gotta attack the star one first. Because if the moon one is targeted, that's where the issue starts. So I need to focus him down first. But I am ready for...
Sweet dreams.
Oh, he's targeting me. Oh no, he's targeting my brother. Okay, that's fine. My brother, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's only if it's Sabrina that we have an issue. And I basically want to kill the moon toad in one shot. Or the star toad in one shot. If at all possible. And I'm gonna try and attack with both wizards on the same turn to try and guarantee that to happen.
One, two. Here's a nightmare for
you. Okay. Late, I know, I just woke up. Hey, Squall, how you doing? No, I've just got my brother here, my brother's wizard here for backup because this fight is a pain, and I need the backup, so... Yeah, I'll keep my spear if I need it, but I don't think I will. Alright. Then there's my epic. I will grab the spear. Put the spear on my brother because the star arcane toad has 54% storm resist, so I would like to mitigate that a little bit more. Thankfully, neither of them are anti-blade, so I should be okay. Oh wow, these guys are doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I think next turn I'm gonna have to shoot. Because I had a pip stolen from my brother's wizard. So I will not actually be able to cast Scion of Storm. I might need to do Storm Owl, that's my next best option. Because that's not dependent on a gambit to increase the damage, that's just the rank 10. Because my brother might very well die. He probably will die. Actually. Yeah, and if you leave in return, you get stunned. There's Sandy. There's the heal. Actually, that's good because that removes the turn-by-turn spells.
This better not be love.
That actually removes the Nightmare Prone mark. Well, actually, I can do Scion of Storm. Yeah, so I want to do the star one first. And of course, I have none of my epics. Well, I had one, but it's on Scion of Death. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to attack without it, unfortunately. So I gotta knock him out. Yeah, I need to make sure the star one dies or we get negative effects. We may end up still getting one. But at least it's not going to be continuous. It'll only be a single.
Freddy's not done with you.
Yeah, it looks like we're still getting one, but... might actually be okay. Hopefully it won't be a big issue. Hell yeah. What? Really? Why did it do that little? Oh, because he had brace? Is that why?
Dreams, wizard.
That's probably why. It's because of brace. Man, even with backup, this has proven to be difficult. Yeah, I gotta get that off of Sabrina right away. I'm just surprised it did that little. Come on. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'm potentially gonna get hit. Watch it be with the Shift Grey Wolf. Because what else would it be? Now I've got a negative 40 that I have to deal with. Oh, and he's gonna do... oh, and that's just the normal. Yeah, my brother is probably dead. Yeah, he was getting hammered. My brother's alive with 177 health. I'm looking at my second monitor, or at my computer. Welp. Yeah, this is gonna be a huge pain. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cast the stun shield when my brother flees, because I'm gonna get stunned otherwise. Well, it's Catalan. That's another negative 35. But I can get rid of both with a single Dark Pact, unless I just casted it. I think I did. Yeah, so now I've got 2 negatives on. Man, this is gonna be a pain even with backup. Yeah, my brother is gonna have to flee and return. Oh, and of course, I'm gonna lose all my remaining power. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go my trap-heavy deck. Yep. That's the rest of my power. Completely knocked out.
Sweet dreams, wizard.
Yeah, but of course, because I'm the only one there. I'm the one who's getting the nightmare prone.
Sweet dreams, wizard.
Two copies of Nightmare Prone? Are you serious?
One, two. Here's a nightmare for you.
And of course it's the Grey Wolf. He always rolls the Grey Wolf. I swear to God. He always rolls it. This happened during the first time I fought him as well. I gotta get rid of those nightmare-prone blocks. I gotta hurry the hell up. That's the other thing I need to do. Did your brother not pack bugs or Rizalka? Well, I could do that. I have control on my laptop. But I mainly need him for support. As a support role for this fight in particular. Because of the Nightmare Prone cheat. I could throw bugs or Rizalka in the deck. That is an option. That is something I do have that I can use. Because when my brother lets me borrow his account, I can set up his deck however I want, because he has a backup of what he usually packs. So he doesn't care what I do when I borrow his account. He does not care whatsoever. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Sweet dreams, wizard.
Oh, that's the nightmare cheat. Who's it going on? Me. Yeah, I have another Sprite. Actually, I'm at less than a third, so I'm gonna do more. I'm at less than a third of my health, so I'm gonna deal more damage. If I even get through. Which I did. Yeah, if I'm at less than a third health, the damage, like, doubles. Ooh, snap. Jeez, the 2 negatives. Yeah, you look like this. Seriously? Oh yeah, it's because I had all those negatives. Oh, he's dead. Okay, good.
This better not be allowed.
Alright, I might actually get through it on this attempt. I may actually get through it on this attempt. So I'll actually go ahead and reshuffle ahead of time. And start working on Scion of Storm. If I remember, fair enough, yeah. Probably warp in some of the Angry Hamburger Bull. Yeah, you would not be able to warp in though, because we'd have to start the dungeon together. This is one of those that you can't teleport into midway. You have to start with whoever's going to be in there. So we'd have to repeat that fight, that first fight a third time, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the 3 charms so that I can get the damage boost, especially with that shield. So I'm gonna cast the Spirit Blade. Or the Elemental Blade, I mean. Who's it going on? Hopefully it's not me. It is on me. Aw, oh, come on. Alright, well I still got it. Let's see if I still get the Balance Blade. I didn't. Got beguiled for a round. Yeah, Sabrina is not in great shape. Who lives in the garden? Good luck and have fun at your bro's graduation. Thank you. Yeah, next turn for sure I need to shoot. Powerman.
2. Here's a nightmare for you.
Oh, great. I'm probably going to die. Yeah, she's dead. Let's hope this is enough. Otherwise, I will have to flee and return. everything doing so little? This is really weird.
Sweet dreams, wizard.
This is gonna be a series of flee and return. And I'm not really a fan of the idea, but if that's what I have to do, then unfortunately, that's what I'm gonna have to do. And I don't want to lose my progress in the fight, so I want to make sure that Sabrina gets back in before Ryan runs out. Now, I could have technically reshuffled there, but I really would like to have both of them present, because I'm going to be eating a stun. So I want to make sure they're both ready. Yeah, wishful thinking.
Sweet dreams, wizard.
Yeah, and then we get a nightmare prone. So it's me.
Dreams, wizard.
Oh wow, so it applies the stun more than once. Interesting. Oh yeah, he stuns everybody for each person that flees and returns. I am free this round though. Yep, of course she's gonna get one because I don't have an opportunity to prevent it. And it's the Grey Wolf. He always seems to roll that. It's like there's a favor. And there must be some kind of bias. There's a globe on the field anyway. Negative 75% outgoing healing. Which is a lot, so... You know, my first priority's gotta be getting Sabrina free from the nightmares. And of course he fizzled. Now she's gonna be taking another hit.
1, 2. Here's a nightmare for you.
It's the wolf again! He always rolls the wolf, I swear. He always rolls it. It's supposed to be random, but I don't really think it is. I truly do not think it's random. I think it's biased. Because I've literally gotten it about 90% of the time. The wolf.
This better not be love.
It's good. Then why does your brother have nothing but death pits? Is that why his scion is so weak? No, that would not be the reason. He's got the... Are you serious? It's already getting reapplied. What's going on my brother this time, though? No, the scion is only... I don't know why the scion is so weak. Like, it's supposed to be gambiting 4 charms to double the damage. So I don't really know or understand why it is so low. I truly do not know why it's not doing a lot of damage. I truly do not. I must need to have 4 left over charms for that one to work. Maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I could be. I could be reading it wrong. And it's taking my Stormblaze, which means it's not actually getting powered up like it should. And a spear as well. So I'm probably just reading it wrong.
Here's a nightmare for you.
There's the wolf again. He always gets it. And then, of course, it's a pain fighting back against that when he's constantly throwing negative 40s on us. That's also a pain trying to deal with. If all else fails, rely on bugs. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I might swap out Scion for bugs and just try to go for bugs. Because I've got 2 maxed out level wizards and I'm having trouble with this. He just keeps recasting that global.
1, 2, here's a nightmare for you.
Yeah, he's only gotten Monster Mash like twice. Well, he did get rid of the negative 40. It does do more damage with that, though. But that does get the negative 40 out of the way, so I think at this point... Yeah, if I can smack, I will. Let's go double Scion. And hope this is enough damage. Spirit Blade on your brother. Maybe. Okay, that's 53. Oh, is he dead? He's dead.
Not impressed.
Fuck you, Arcane Toad.
Will be.
Take a drop of the dream. Puddle, wizard. I'll explain outside.
Good freaking grief. And I'm honestly gonna keep my brother online just in case, because there is another cheat coming up literally as the next fight. So I want to keep him on as a backup. And then after this, our next cheat is a solo fight, and it's gonna be another one of those stupid little irk thingies, so... I will not be able to have my brother on for that, so at that point I will log him out. I'm just refilling his potion bottles because I had to burn a bunch of them.
Great. Let's get out of here.
And I'm probably also gonna go refill my own. Because I've had to burn 2 myself. Before we do the next fight. People must be here to farm him or something. Yeah, because that was the same group that I saw earlier. There's an easier spot to get to the dude.
Now I'll just mix you up a Warrigal Dream smoothie that should boost your power enough to pierce Ned's armor. No, it's not gross. It's healthy. Freddy. His real name is Robert Frederick Marleybone. We came here together, did the walkabout together. He's Cabal. We only got to the Great Barrier. I was trying to convince the drovers to let us beyond it. Guess Freddy found his own way.
Yeah, he did.
I needed clarity, yeah? What am I fighting for, you know? I needed answers, inspiration, a new dream. Freddy, though, he just has one dream. To restore the first world, the same tired vision trotted out by every Kabbalist. But I was left wondering. Maybe the first world could be unified, but it shouldn't be? What even is the first world? Why did we care? Anyway, we've got hostages to rescue right now. Drink your smoothie and let's get to Ned Colley.
Alright, so I will go ahead and send my brother over here, send Sabrina to Hope Springs to regenerate her potion bottles. And then warp back to my brother, and then I'm gonna hop up and run to the bathroom again here and stir the sausage crack again, and then we will come back and do another cheat. I'll keep my brother out of the combat in case I can beat the cheater myself, but because we're already online with him, I figured we may as well keep him available in case he is needed. That way I'm not waiting for my laptop to boot up again. Well, actually, I'll have him spinning. I'll have him start spinning here. Yeah, just to get set up so that we're ready in case I do have to do some flee and return tactics. Alright, one more. And then I'll head back and we'll be ready. We'll at least be set up and ready to go. Alright, so all of our potion bottles are full. All 4 of them on both wizards. We are ready to go. Alright, so I'm going to be spinning here. I will be back shortly. Alright, we are back, chat. Just gotta get my headset back on. I'll go ahead and start the queue in a second here, because it takes 10 seconds. Wish I could start it now. Ah, and past my ear. There we go. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and swap to my trap deck, because I'm sure his cheats are going to be pretty similar. Yeah, I'll go ahead and have an Aegis for both, and then I'll just have my brother on standby.
Oh, you two again? Well then, let's have at it.
Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna have my brother spinning here unless he is needed. Yeah, I could do bugs for this. I'll actually just real quick make a deck setup. In case I do have to have him jump in. Then he's ready to go. Yeah, I'll throw in bugs. I'll also throw in dark and stormy, just in case. As a second hit. Then I'll throw in a sharpened blade. Alright, that should be sufficient. Okay. Alright, so my brother's deck is set up and ready. Just in case I need him. Yeah, he'll just be spinning there.
Ain't no spell piercing this armor.
I think his cheats differ a little bit. Yeah, this cheat is unique. You actually have to smack either him, or you have to just cast a damage spell, or if you have self-damage, that does include... Speaking of which, actually, I should flee real fast and add in... For that reason, I'm gonna add in Dark Pact. Yeah, I just remembered that cheat. Yeah, and self-damage counts. So I would think Dark Pact would count for that. We can actually run a test. And I will have Indemnity, and I will have Aegis on it, so he cannot remove it. Yeah, Aegis can be used to protect against this cheat. Yeah, I'll start building up.
This armor.
Yeah, as soon as I pick it up with an Aegis, I'll cast it. Unironically, a good use for Immolate. I mean, kind of, but you have to hit him first, or you have to attack first before you can do that, so it's not particularly helpful. At the start, anyway. I miss Old Forest Lord. I do too! I'm upset that they changed the animation for it. I am upset. Alright, so where is Dark Pact? I need it ASAP. I do have an Aegis, so I'll keep setting up, but I really want to see. I'm pretty sure Dark Pact will count for this, because it does damage to self to give you the 2 blades. I hope I pick it up soon. Yeah, I'm trying to keep track of what traps I've already put on him. Okay, he does not have an enhanced feint yet. I still have not picked up Dark Pact. I'm hoping I will before too long. Because I wholly believe he's not going to be that hard to solo. I just need to play out his invulnerability aura cheat. Probably at the bottom of the deck somewhere. Well, there it is, but I don't really want him stealing my power. So he's got a powered death trap. See if I can get a normal one on him and draw another Aegis. I'm at like half health, so I need to hurry up. Okay. Now we can finally test. And if it works, next turn I may just shoot him. 4 targets inventory does less than meteor. Well, if you attack all 4 targets, that is, if you split the damage. But if you just use it on a single target, then it does way more. Or if you split it between 2. So...
Wizard, that smoothie kicking in yet?
I'll take that.
Nope. You're not taking this. Yeah, I need to attack shortly, or I am going to die. I'm gonna try and shoot him. See what I can do. Alright, so good to know. It does count. The self-damage from Dark Pact does count for that cheat. Yeah, I may have enough damage, but I'm not sure. I did! Cool. Alright, so my brother was not needed, but at least he was there, in case I did.
You broke me armor, you twits!
Where are the hostages?
And what the blazes are you supposed to be? You look like a judge, but you got drover marks.
I'm what's going to squish you like a cherry tomato if you don't release the hostages.
Ooh, scary. Only problem is, there ain't no hostages here, mate. And I must have hit me head because I plumb forgot where I put him.
Ah, let's take him back.
Alright. Yeah, the next is gonna be a cheat solo, and I'm not a fan of the idea, so... Yeah, we're not gonna get far enough for the next cheat, so I'm gonna go ahead and relieve my brother of duty. Thank you, brother, for allowing me to use your account. So we'll go ahead and send him offline. Go ahead and shut down my laptop so then I save the juice, because I'm going to need it for the car. I'm actually going to go ahead and charge it tonight regardless, but... because then I got to make sure I'm done packing for our little trip. Okay. Let's go ahead and stick that down there. Alright, cool.
Well, we've got Ned Colley. Now what do we do with him?
I say you let me go.
I wasn't asking you. We should just take him to the local judge. Maybe they can get the hostage's location out of him.
Why did you take those hostages anyway? Surely you knew it would only invite further pressure.
Now ain't that a sensible question? I needed leverage. We're getting squeezed out here. The drovers harangue us. The townies walk all over us. I want this territory to be ours, right and proper. But ain't no one coming to the table unless they're dragged there.
Drovers have little interest in anyone who doesn't follow their ways. They're very protective.
Up there precious dreaming. I ain't interested in that. Got no time for dreams out here. Too much reality to deal with.
I fear dealing with reality must wait a spell. Let us rest and make for the ranch tomorrow.
Fuck.
What are you?
I am tired and afraid and unwanted. The spiral wants me gone. They rage about it on my surface even now.
That is what you feel. What are you?
I am nothing? No, that's not true anymore. I am something now. I am Novus.
What is Novus?
I had thought a gift, but to them it is an intrusion. To me, an anchor, a shackle holding me to a place I am not welcome. Novus is a curse.
This guy is really bad. This guy is probably gonna take more than one attempt. This is who we're up against now. I am looking at the cheats because honestly, this is not a fight that I can take blind. It just is not possible. So we are just gonna set up a deck. Negative 100% version of Doom and Gloom. Protected Balance Blade on Despair. If Wizard casts one of the following spell effects. Positive charms will trigger Enfeeble. I almost may as well just clean my deck out and build it from scratch. Because I'm gonna need a deck built from scratch for this. I do have a backup file. Actually, I'm gonna make one. I'm just gonna make sure that I have this backup. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build my deck from scratch for this one. Because of all the cheats that this guy has. Oh boy. Yeah! This is a lot. So I am gonna need a lot. Yeah, this is gonna be difficult to plan against. I'm basically limited to one blade and one trap. Well, traps I could do more of. This is probably gonna be a trap-heavy deck. And I can't use auras because he's got supernova. Yeah, this deck is going to be specifically tailored for this fight, so I can't just use my trap deck, although I probably could do that. But I'm just going to tailor it to this fight specifically. Yeah, Indemnity can be used to protect against this. And it's only on Feint or Mass Feint, including pet item cards. He doesn't have anything against other ward types, though. And I cannot use Dark Pact because he will get a 100% protected Balance Blade. So I can't use that. I may need those Cleanse Charm treasure cards, so I will remove, I'll say all but like 2 reshuffles and add a couple Cleanse Charms in case I need them, but I may not get much use out of them. And then I'm gonna try and go for a big hit. So I'll go Scion of Death. Go for as big of a hit as I can get. And he's got a lot of resist. So I'm actually gonna need a spare. Then I can get Aegis on there to protect it. Yeah, Aegis can protect against this cheat. Actually, I can only cast 1 charm. Fuck. I have a problem here. And a big problem. Well, my armor pierce is pretty high. It's 38. I can cut his resistance in half. Pretty much. So my... the spear is not really going to be a good option then. I could actually pull Death Prism, because I can convert the damage. Ooh. That could actually be my clue. Is I could throw a prism on him as quickly as possible, and then stack everything else behind it. I could cast the Hex and the Faint beforehand, though, because that's any damage type. So from what I'm reading, Backdrafts could just murder this guy. Yeah, probably. Backdraft would be a good spell here. I don't think that's what I did when I did this with my brother, when we were doing our little run-through. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my best course of action. Is something along the lines of this, and then banking on the Gambit at being at less than 1/3 health. So I will try this and see what happens. Because Spear is not really gonna work, because Enfeeble is gonna cut through the protection. Yeah, I could cast this right away because I have it. Nope. And that's the power of Aegis and Indemnity, is you can protect against a lot of these cheats. Ooh, I can get the prism down right away. That is good. Because then I don't have to worry about casting order otherwise. Cool. Yeah, the prism is going to be a huge help, actually, so... Okay, there's Indemnity, so I can protect against that. Protects against one removal. Nope. Yeah, get as much prep out as possible before hitting him. And he keeps giving himself 45% blades again after every time he attacks, which is annoying, but... yeah, everything else I can start playing now. As much as I can before I get killed. Basically, once I drop below about 3,000 is when I need to hit him. And try to hit him. Oh, shoot. Good thing I've got those cleanse charms in my deck. I will have to play probably both of them in quick succession. And then hope he doesn't recast. Yep, he's just gonna keep getting that blade back, which is really annoying. But we're gonna have to roll with it, though. Yeah, I think I've got time to cast the traps and then try to get Cleanse Charms played. Yeah, because then that's everything that I have. And then with the 30% boost to life, hopefully that will be enough to knock him out. Now, I may not be at less than a third health, and that's okay. If I can get rid of the negatives, that'll help enough. Oh, come on, you're applying another one? Ouch. This could be a nasty hit. Youch! Holy shit, okay. Well, he doesn't have any pips left, really, so I could real quick cast my other cleanse charm and then shoot him. Looks like he passed, maybe. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this is enough damage. Hopefully it will be. Especially with the doubling, thanks to me being at less than 1/3 health. And with the prism being involved, hopefully that will be enough as well. Hey! 47,000 damage! Thank you. Yeah, that definitely needed a tailored deck.
Novus need not remain a curse. What should it become?
Alright, I'm gonna really quick reset my deck here before we continue. There's a couple things that I'm missing. Yeah, this is 3 epics. Yeah, good thing I saved this. Okay. We are good to go. Our deck is reset.
Novus should be
doomed.
Doomed? Ew, okay.
No, I'm sure they're fine. It's just that Dasein fellow I told you about. Oh, wizard, you wake at last. You slept all day. I was just passing the time with our wombat friend. What? Did you think she sits here waiting for us all the time? No. She has a rich social life, wizard.
Back into
Now,
Red Dead
come,
2.
let's
Favorite game of all
discuss the
time?
dingoes.
Yeah?
As Mr. Cawley tells it, his family are descendants of early settlers, from back when townies were courting the spiral powers.
Of course, spiral powers had long lost interest. The dreaming was sealed beyond the Great Barrier, and the lakes hadn't been mapped yet. So Wallaroo was essentially a desert that had a king one time. The only people Marleybone was willing to let come were the unwanteds. We leased some land and made do, but the townies never embraced us. The drovers kept trying to drive us off, and no one let us near the Dreamwater. Best we can manage is to just sleepwalk through an endless routine. We are the dreamless ones, left to rot, while the rest of the world gets to hope.
Uh-huh. Sad story, aye. But when the Emu Riders stormed through, the townies did deploy judges to help.
Did they now? We ain't allowed to work, can't deliver goods, all because the emus are about. Soon we won't make rent, cause the land ain't ours. When we can't pay, it defaults back to the Prime Minister's office. Something they've been angling out of oil now.
So you say. Fine. Wizard, let's look into it. Santiago can watch Ned, but if he's lying, he's compost. Let's go to the Collie Ranch.
Alright. That was actually okay. After that quick thinking and on-the-fly planning. So. Because I kind of was. I had to think on the fly for that one, so. Let's see where else we can get to today.
Judges really fortified this place in the last day. Doesn't make Collie right, just means they really want to catch him. I used to be a judge, Wizard. You probably guessed that. They trained me, honed me into a weapon of law. Specifically, agricultural law. But it got out of hand, yeah? Judges have their specialties, and they take them seriously. Scary seriously.
Yeah.
And they are the law. But just seizing homesteads? I don't know. I'll keep an eye out. You check in with the local ranking judge.
Ooh, black. Black. One. Ooh.
Wizard, have you found that tick, Ned Colley? I've brought in reinforcements and rounded up his whole gang. This place was a hotbed of lawlessness. Judges are citing contraband, zoning issues, grazing wombats after midnight. It's chaos! Or it was. But now this land can go to respectful citizens of the Spiral. Decent people. People with dreams. Imagine it. A Valencian amusement park. I've set up a field office in the house to manage the transition. If I'm not out here, I'll be in there. When you find Colley, bring him to me for sentencing.
I saw everything. Read her lips from here. That's why you eat your carrots, Wizard. And it did seem suspicious, but not enough to just side with Ned Colley. The man once hijacked a sky train and dumped everyone on a rock. You say Judy set up a field office in the main house. Must be the non-barricaded door then if she comes and goes. Search her office for clues. I'll keep her distracted, using my natural charm, you know?
Halt! You are trespassing! A violation of Legal Code 67, subsection B, paragraph 95 regarding going places and doing things! As judge, I hereby sentence you to death!
Death for trespassing. Huh, okay. A little harsh, don't you think? Yeah, I've got time for a little bit more. Let's actually take a look at where we are on the track. We're actually looking good. Yeah, there's a lot of instances coming up, so... Yeah, we'll see where we can get in the next maybe like 15, 20 minutes. Maybe we'll set ourselves up at the next instance. That'll probably be a good spot to leave. To leave off on. Oh, I'm also stunned. Where are you on Ice Pips? The reason for that is the Wabagung Frenzy spell. That is my Wallaroo specific spell for death. Technically I only need one, but I just leave it on. Unless I need Balance Pips for reshuffle. I can show you if you want to see it. If you haven't seen it. I'm gonna need extra blade because he's got a shield. I think the animation is cool. If you want to see the one for fire, I'll show you that one. That one is called Phantasmania, and you need life pips. It's just kind of funny. The only thing that really, the main thing that upsets my brother and I about the Wallaroo spells is that they're straight damage. There's no secondary effects at all. Period. Depths is not a lifesteal. Fires doesn't do DOT. Like, there's no specialty whatsoever. And it's kind of unfortunate. So unless they change something. So this is Wabagon Frenzy. Yeah, of course he lives by a smidge because he had a shield, but I've got an easy remedy to that. FFA's original effect was raw damage plus fuel. Yeah. So it does not say that they couldn't change it at some point, but... Alright, cool.
Resisting a death sentence is punishable by death! I am now authorized to report you to a superior judge, known colloquially as the Tattletale Directive. You're taking documents from the office of a judge after resisting a lawful death sentence passed by cadet judges? Do you have any idea what the sentence is for that? Well, I'll tell you this much. It ends abruptly.
These cadet judges.
Yeah, the judge thing didn't work out. Kept getting blocked by big poultry. You know, the judge of livestock cultivation.
Shh. No more talking. I've got important things to do. One of my cadets is whining about something or other.
Well, Wizard, what did you find? Holy radishes. These documents are land deeds made out to some Valencian prince named Mario. Dated well before I even got here. You met him. Oof. Sounds like a fun guy.
He's not.
Well, Collie was right. The judges are trying to muscle him out and sell the land to make a theme park. Oh, crikey. There's an authorization here too, for demolition charges. They're going to level this place down to the foundations. Judges are placing bombs in tunnels as we speak. You go deal with those. I'll talk to Ned about next steps.
Alright, so actually this is a good place to stop, I think. So we'll go ahead and do an end of stream progress check. We are on a quest called Bombshell Report. This is quest number 41 out of 83, so we are just about at the halfway point. So we are actually in a very good position to pick up next Wednesday. If there is time and we get to it, I would love to do a side quest boss next week. We may not get there though, because there's a specific quest in a specific area that I have to pick up. We may or may not reach it next week, but for sure the week after. I am certain we will be able to reach it. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it off there, chat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will be out of town for the next several days. If I don't stream on Saturday night, I will be there on Sunday. See you then, everybody.